But like I said, I got a little bone to pick with you because I saw this and I thought this was an incredible situation. I'm gonna tell you right now. I saw Jane Fonda out at the farm, and I'm like, Brother Melvin couldn't call a brother, so he couldn't call a brother. You don't have Jane out
Yeah,
there,
right.
But no, she came out, and could you explain? I know you said that you're dealing with her daughter, and she's hooking you up with the homeboys out west, but what brought Jane to Washtenaw County? I mean, because this is an incredible feat. And then I'll tell you why I got a bone to pick with you. Now, and I'm joking about, you didn't call me for this because we didn't even know each other until right before this video started.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so what brought Jane Fonda and her people to Washtenaw County to meet with the We the People Opportunity Farm?
Well, it wasn't that she came to meet with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what brought Jane and another incredible, iconic woman named Alice Waters
Mm-hmm.
and a historian named Dr. Douglas Brinkley to Michigan
Okay.
was the Henry Ford.
Okay.
And so the following day there was an event that all of them were a part of. But since they were here that whole weekend, part of their itinerary on Saturday that the Henry Ford put together because of Alice Waters' interest in regenerative farming and things of that nature was for them to come out and tour We the People Opportunity Farm.
Okay, that's beautiful. So I really didn't know how that it came about, and so organically, I just got the answer, y'all. I really did. I thought she came to see We the People, so she was here for that event where you got that award. Is that right? Okay. Yes. So understanding now, what is this picture right here? What are you saying to Jane? You got Jane one-on-one. You kicking the knowledge. You done took your sunglasses off and you showing her some things. What type of wisdom are you kicking to Jane Fonda right now? Uh-oh. Brother Melvin locked up. Brother Melvin locked up. We're gonna wait for him. We're not gonna go any further. Hold on one second. I'm gonna let him reconnect. Hopefully he's able to reconnect. Hopefully he's able to reconnect. If he goes out, because we just about done here. So I definitely don't want to end the stream without him having the opportunity to connect. I'm not going to let him go just yet. Give me one quick second. Make sure. Give him the opportunity to get back up. He could have lost power. He's outside. He may have lost power. Could have lost his signal. But I'm going to give him the opportunity to come on back up. We're waiting for you, brother. But I appreciate everybody that's checked this out on YouTube. Hopefully the stream has been clear. The audio has been good. The content is crazy. This is a great stream. I know it's an interview, but it really is just a conversation between two brothers who I've admired his work from afar up until this day. We had met briefly, probably for about 3-4 minutes on his farm one day. After I had a tour of his farm, then I went back out and talked to some of his people. So, I knew him to be a great man and somebody that I wanted to speak with on the Villager on Deck. But, we got it to the day. I really wanted him to get through his season. I wanted him to get through, everything that he has to do from a business perspective and really make this just a organic conversation. We've used that word organic a lot today, obviously, because we're talking about, vegetation and fruits and things like that. So I'm just making sure he gets himself set up maybe with some power. If he lost power, lost his signal, I just want to give him an opportunity to get back in here so we can close out. But he's an incredible man, and he's gone through a lot in his life, and that's where I called him a great brother. I called him a great man, and he's going to knock that down. He's going to knock that down because of the humble soul that he is, but he's not going to he's not going to any way sway me to know that he's great. I appreciate you, brother. I don't know if you lost power or lost your signal.
I lost power. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. But Dave, I can talk all day long, so I kept you going. I'm an old DJ, so we don't believe in dead air around here. We're gonna keep the music popping. We're gonna keep the music popping. Yep. And the music right now today has been Mr. Melvin Parson. We were closing out, and I just wanted you to kind of give what were you talking about to Sister Jane right here? Jane has been a friend, obviously, Black Americans for a long time. I know a lot of people have their situations with Jane, but Jane has always come to our situations. I won't say our aid. I don't believe Jane is a white savior, but I believe she's been somebody who grew up the right way, and she understood who people were from the beginning, and she's never tried to step in and be a savior. But this type of situation where she's at, I think Jane is about 85 now. I've somewhat followed her career loosely, but I think she's right in that mid-80s range. And I just wanted to know, like, you had a one-on-one time with her right here. What were you saying to her when you guys were just out there talking like that?
Oh, wow. What were we talking about? I think we were just talking about people and just the power of connection and relationship and treating folks, with kindness and dignity.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a beautiful thing, because I know she sees your mission now, or has seen your mission now. Going forward, I'm sure Jane and people connected to Jane are going to be an extended part of the We the People Opportunity Farm, and they'll see the growth and make sure that they help facilitate the growth. I'm putting it out there because I'm a natural salesperson, but I want to make sure that people like her do stay in pocket while they're still with us, not on an ancestral level. We need her boots on the ground and need her good spirit. Now, this is where I had the real bone to pick with you, because like I said, I knew this wasn't a situation where you tried to neglect the brother, but you got to understand, Brother Melvin, I've been following Jane Fonda all my life. And this is the Jane Fonda. This is the Jane Fonda that I knew back in the day. Okay, let me just tell you. Let me just tell you. So I had two girlfriends growing up. Now, this picture was actually from the 60s. This is before I was even thought of. But my father was really fond of Jane Fonda. He spent many years, almost 30 years in Georgia, and was a friend of Ted Turner's. So, he had many, many, many times where he met up with them. But Jane Fonda and Bernadette Stannis, who was Thelma on Good Times, were probably my first two girlfriends. Okay. And I love Jane Fonda. And even all the way into the 80s, when the 9 to 5 movie came out and she was goofy, she was real goofy in that role. But I always saw something in Jane. I don't know why that I didn't see in other people, but she was just one on my radar, So when I saw that you was out there with Jane, I know Jane 85 now, but Jane wasn't 85 right here. So this is the Jane that I remember her. And, I was like, when I talk to this brother, I'm about to let him know next time Jane comes to town, he needs to call me. He needs to call me. So, but no, I appreciate everything that you've been able to bring to light. I really didn't want to make this an interview. I wanted to make it a discussion for you to be able to articulate who you are, what We the People are. I'm glad you were able to talk about the great people that you're involved with. The board members and the staff and different things like that, because one of the things that I know you couldn't do it without all the people around you. And for you to get up here and just say it's me, or I'm a self-made man, I went in and came out a new man. I knew that you weren't that. That's why another reason I wanted to speak. But then you just kick those nuggets about paying people until December 31st, or, getting people involved with financial literacy and the Habitat for Humanity and different situations like that, lets me know that your thinking is next level. And that's what truly, to me, like I said, makes you great. My big issue is to see people for who they are and really have them showcase why they're great, why they're good, why they're great, why they're magnificent. And you've done that on this level for sure. I look forward to breaking bread with you on some other things, because I think that the needs that I'm trying to feed, you can help.